It's live.
La maudite des vieux chauds.
I have seen the dark shadows moving in the woods, and I have no doubt that whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
David, you look absolutely terrific, honestly. You've got like glue on.
This is where the worst begins. This is where we must stop. For beyond is the work of madness. The nightmare of insane murder and lingering death. Get inside and lock your doors. Close your windows.
Someone is watching you. Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death.
This is Albert from the Tuesday Show. You're listening to the goddamn Dave Hill Show, now on a flipping Monday.
Hello. No, you're an angel witch. I've had it. Hello. Hi. How are you, everybody? It's me, Dave, from before. Hello, Des.
Dave.
Hello, Chris Gersbeck.
Hi. How's it going?
Hello, everyone in the chat there. And from Singapore, Remy Fan. Caleb Wolf from Florida. It's an international. Jimmy from Kearney.
Fantastic.
It's all happening.
Jimmy's here.
There's been a lot of questions about the song Angel Witch by the band Angel Witch from the album Let Me Check, also called Angel Witch. Do you know, somehow I changed the settings in my headphones and I was able to listen to it. Wait, someone says the people in Facebook chat are lamoids. What does that even mean?
What?
Uh-oh.
Lamoids?
Oh, because he's in Twitch.
Oh, I get it. He's
like a turf
talking shit. He's talking some serious. I wish we could figure out how to just have it all be in one.
I think we
thing.
just gotta,
Chat?
just stream to one platform.
Stream to one platform, but then doesn't that require people to
go to that one place?
All go to that one place. I guess we just tell them to all go to that one place. That's confidence. That's brand confidence.
Need a newsletter.
Yeah, I gotta get my shit together. You guys, we were talking about also an incredible program ahead tonight. Not only do we have the return of Jessie Paris Smith, but we have her brother Jackson Smith, Dueling Smiths.
I haven't met Jackson yet.
I've never met Jackson in person. I've seen him from afar.
Will this count as in person?
Pardon?
Well, this will count as in person.
I don't feel like this counts as in person. I will count it as something, but I don't know if it counts as in person. It has to be like there has to be snacks.
Eye to eye.
Yeah. There may not even. Yeah. No, I saw him performing at a little place I like to call Carnegie Hall because that's what it's called. Ooh. And I've talked to him on the phone. And so there, but I've not met him in person. But I will meet him face to face here on the program tonight. But we were talking about all sorts of things right before we came on this futuristic thing.
Show prep.
For the big out of the gate thing, as people who listened to this show back when it was on WFMU, remember, I decided at one point that I was going to have a reggae phase. I believe it was roughly 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
I remember this.
But I want to say, and I didn't really follow through fully on it. I had a reggae couple months, I would say. But
that counts.
I want to say that I'm back. The reggae phase is back, and it's strong.
Nice.
What
set it off?
I did Danny Tamborelli's show the other day. Danny Tamborelli has a new podcast that he's doing. I was a guest because if you're starting a podcast and you want to come out of the gate strong, what do? You get me. And so somehow, but he turned me on to like, first of all, we were talking about reggae, and then he was like, have you seen the movie The Rockers? And I was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
What's The Rockers? And he told me about it, and he's like, oh, it's kind of like The Harder They Come, which I had also not seen.
Oh.
So, classic. I know. So, this was just this past Friday. So, I watched The Harder They Come. I watched that Friday night. Then, I watched The Rockers the next day, during the day.
Mm-hmm.
And so in both movies, you have to watch with subtitles so you know what everyone's saying. And then in The Rockers, I guess the patois, as they say, is so thick that even the subtitles I struggled with because I still didn't know what they were saying.
Right.
And then I decided to look up what all this slang was, and now I'm really into Rasta slang.
Oh.
And I don't really have anyone to use it on, but I think it a lot.
It's time to develop it. It gives you time right now. Then when you get back to the city, you can just, go all out with it.
But wouldn't I can say wagwan to somebody.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What are
It
they
means
gonna
what's going on.
Oh, Wagwan.
All right, that
Wagwan.
makes
So
Yeah.
Dave Schneider says day movie. That's what I thought. I usually don't watch movies during the day, but I decided I would. This is another triumph for me. I can never watch movies because I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch them, unless someone is like jabbing me the whole time to not fall asleep, whenever I just fall asleep.
Just
Just
like my parents, they cannot get through a movie ever.
I
I'm like, how do
can't.
you know what's going on if you? They always have very strong opinions about these movies. I was like, you didn't even watch it. How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
A lot of times I think I can't possibly understand what's going on in a movie because I think I'm falling asleep and all this and that, and then so I look up a summary to see if I'm understanding what's going on.
Oh, I do that too. Yeah.
And then I look and I'm like, oh, I totally get. I can't believe this movie is so I'm not saying The Harder They Come or Rockers, but a lot of times I'll think I'm like, there's no way I'm understanding this movie, and there's no way it can be as simplistic as I believe it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look up the summary, and then I'm like, oh, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Like what's the movie? What was that Ben Stiller movie, Greenberg?
Yeah.
I saw that movie in Los Angeles with some other very famous people, as you can imagine. And I fell asleep a lot during that movie. Ooh. And then afterwards, I asked them very specific questions about the movie because I was like, well, certainly I was asleep for much of it, it felt like. And they're like, no, that's exactly what the movie was about. I'm like, really? That's it? Anyway, so...
Did you say that to Ben Stiller?
I said it to Ben Stiller when I saw it with Ben Stiller. No, but what I was going to say, the thing of great importance that I was going to say is that I watched The Harder They Come. I loved it. And I did not fall asleep at all. Then the next day, I watched The Rockers. And I did not fall asleep. And I loved it. And then I was just like, I'm just going to find every movie like this and watch them. So I couldn't find... Matt Arnold says moth-esque. I think he's referring to my maybe he's talking about my telling of this story, which is, I'm nailing it. I'm hitting it out of the park. This is great content. So then I was like, what other movie should I watch? And then there's the movie Babylon, which is set in London from 1980. And I watched that and I was like, oh, I loved it. Ooh. And then and this is where I started to run out of movies.
It's not a lot.
Yeah, how big is that genre?
I was like looking, I'm like, what movie has Rastas, reggae, and crime? And there's not a lot, not enough, certainly not enough. Especially ones that take place in Jamaica. So then I watched a movie yesterday called Shadas, and I enjoyed it. I did see Mark Nichols saying, did you see? Yeah, I watched Babylon on Saturday night. I'm just watching all these movies. And then last night I started watching Countryman, and I didn't finish it because I was a bit tired. But so how many movies is that? That's like 1 million movies.
Get that oversaturation.
It's 4.5. I've watched 4.5 movies in the last 48 hours, roughly.
That's research.
Yeah,
this is incredible.
I can't think of any other movies that fall under that category.
I looked, there's really not. In fact, I emailed Danny, bless you, Des. I emailed Danny Tamborelli and said, hey, what other movies do I need to see? And then he started naming some other ones that did not have Rastas, reggae, and crime. Mm-hmm. Anyway, all by way of saying, thank you for joining us tonight. The number is 347. See how I did that segue? I did mention Rockers. I'm going to watch Rockers again. The number is 347-474-0260. That's 347-474-0260. That's 3. So give us a call. Des, you can just tell us that when those calls just start coming down the pike.
Will do.
347-474-0260. there is a tip jar tonight. If you wanna, we're gonna raise money. We raised some nice money last week for No Kid Hungry, so let's raise some more money for them. They feed kids. It's right there in the name. Kids who need food. And you can go to the tip jar, Venmo at the Dave Hill, PayPal Dave at DaveHillOnline.com, and all money would go to No Kid Hungry. We donated, I think, a little over $200 last week. Nice little something.
Nice.
And anything that comes down the pike, we'll give to No Kid Hungry in the name of this show and its listeners. I think it's fun to do and makes me feel like, hey, it's not just dick jokes.
It matters.
That happens on this show. Speaking of dick jokes,
Do have a call.
let's take a call. Bill Dolan
Yes.
texted me something very disturbing.
I thought you were going to say he was on the line.
No, I can't even get into it. It's too disturbing. Let's take the call, and then we have Jesse and Jackson coming up soon.
Elvira, are you there?
I'm here. How are you folks doing?
Good.
Elvira from Minneapolis.
Sure.
We're doing great. How are you doing?
It's very good to see you folks. I've had a busy week.
Break it down for
we
us.
released a new anthology last week.
You released a new anthology of what?
You can find it at yearbetween.com, and what it
Year
is
Between?
Japan, the land of dust and bone, and it's a year's worth of stories that take place inside the rib cage of a long fallen leviathan at the edge of a wasteland desert.
I'm in. You couldn't have,
It's a series?
you can call my reggae phase over. It is now Leviathan phase. No. Well, excellent. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you, and it's doing well. When I called in to you fine folks last week, we're actually having an online Zoom first day party, and books up to number 13. It's a standalone collection anthology. We got together. We were strangers at the end of May. We started playing this game where we created this world and the events that occurred in the year between in June. Wrote the stories in July, edited it, and released it in August. And we helped start a new company called Skullgate Media, where we'll be releasing these different collections of weird anthologies with different themes on each one in different locations.
Great. I love it. What else is going on?
And I just finished we just started a brand new Cult of the Month. It was the 23rd yesterday.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Cult is Art Imp.
What is Art
and
Imp?
Ask, what does it mean to you?
What does what mean? Art Imp?
Yeah. It's the idea is about artist impressions, and everybody is receiving and processing art in their own way. So it's not necessarily about what the artist that created it said, but what we as artists are receiving.
My mind just got turned inside out.
Well, that's what we do here. Give it a good scrubbing.
I like it. it.
And I just finished a new play. It's called Shigeru Beckett's Waiting for Super Mario, a sincere satire in 2 acts, where I've taken Samuel Beckett's seminal work of the 20th century and made it in such a way that my 5-year-old has an interest in it. I've replaced the characters with different characters from the Super Mario universe.
I like it.
Good.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'm in.
It's a lot of fun. So.
Elvira keeps busy. I respect that.
I like it.
Yeah, it's about finding your flow and finding your joy, and we've had a lot of free time as of late.
Right.
What are you talking about? What's going on? What are you referring to?
Well, the next one of the next pieces I'm working on is a production of a variation of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf.
Wait, I'm going to stop you right there. Very quickly, do you have anything to plug? Do you have anything to plug?
Well, I got
Jesus
my pinball
Christ,
comic book over at
Plug City.
pinball.com and a
Talk
new
about
one
something.
at proanoia.com.
No, you what now? Come on.
I
This
know.
is not.
I should
You're
get
gonna
off-
have to
I should
start
get off my
paying
butt really
advertising
quickly.
fees if you can't. It's shameless. I don't believe in this crass commercialization. No, but they do sound awesome. I applaud all of it.
I will say Elvira sent me a very cool line of Borgnine's Dutch oven merchandise.
Nice.
Wait, you got a full line of in less than a wait. What? Wait, Elvira, you buried last week. We had Trace Beaulieu and Frank Conniff on from Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
3000. And they brought up Ernest Borgnine's Dutch oven. You've already created a line of merchandise and sent it to
actually,
Chris?
I was the one in the chat that brought up the game of depth.
Chris, can you turn the music down a little? It's a bit
brought
much.
up the Borgnine's Dutch oven and then made merchandise not within the week, actually within the hour.
Chris, have you received this?
I did, yeah. It was great.
Wow.
It's very
Are there
funny.
stickers? I'm collecting stickers now
posted
because I'm
it
a
on,
grown man.
I posted it on the Facebook page.
Oh, yes, there are stickers.
Okay, send stickers. I need to get a P.O. box or something.
Yeah.
All right, we
Is there
gotta.
a theme you'd like for tonight?
What's that?
Is there a theme or a sticker you'd like for tonight? Is there a
I
sticker
want
you'd
a-
like that's looking
I want
to
a
rock
Borg.
tonight?
I want a Borgnine's Dutch oven sticker.
All right, they're available.
They're available. Oh, so now what? Now I have to buy them?
Yeah,
This is-
I can put up another design as well.
I'm
But,
enraged.
I have an on-demand empire where I can create things.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
Houses.
I didn't pick up on that any such thing. No, I'm just kidding. What? So you're going to charge me for the stickers? This is some bullshit.
Well, I don't have a factory here. In my
Put
basement.
the link in the chat. We got to go because we have another call, and then we
okay.
got to grab
Yeah,
our
if you
guest.
just go to theoffensive.com, that will take you there.
All right.
Do you buy all these
I
domains,
appreciate
or
you
is
guys.
it? Is it
All right.
love
Thank
guys.
you, Elvira.
Good work, and keep up the good fight.
All right. Keep up the good. Thank you. I said keep up the good, and I stopped. I blacked out for a second. Are we getting a call?
Yes.
How come Elvira never plugs anything when he calls in? It's really, his lack
slow
of
on the draw with it.
commercialization is really disturbing.
It's all right though. Jimmy, you there?
Hello?
Yeah, Des. How you doing, man?
It's Jimmy.
Is this Jimmy from again? The number's 347-474-0260. I got to get Elvira to I'm gonna hire him to promote stuff that I do because I'm not very good at. I mean, he got literally more websites than I was aware were on the internet. He was able to get that more addresses out than I was aware existed. So
Surprised he
kudos.
got theoffensive.com. How is that not taken already?
Yeah. See,
Good question. Dropped the last D.
we're gonna start charging if you mention more than one website when you call in.
Right.
You get billed. But Jimmy from Kearney. Jimmy, you there?
Hey, Dave. How you doing, man?
Really great. How are you?
All right.
You sound
Hey,
great.
Des. Hey, Chris. How are you?
Jimmy?
Jimmy, good to hear from you.
Thanks. Same here.
I think.
You sound.
Hey,
am I getting an upbeat feeling?
Thanks for a few weeks back mentioning my GoFundMe.
Oh yeah, it's in the chat again. Someone.
And I want to. There's some people I have to catch up with to give a private thank you to, but I covered a few people so far. But to everyone who's given thus far, I'm very grateful. Thank you. But I am going to get a personal message to everyone.
In your own time.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy,
Yeah.
what else is going on?
I was a little bit taken aback by this Jerry Falwell Jr. situation.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
The topic of the
What struck you, Jerry Falwell?
It's like something you'd see in a late 70s, early 80s, highly produced porno movie. You know,
I like the highly produced.
Usually
That's a
would
nice
portray
detail.
like the hyper-religious guy or gal as engaging in some of the craziest sex acts that you could see on the screen.
What was it his father got in trouble for? Just having a prostitute or just a regular mistress?
I don't think Jerry Sr. Really got nabbed on anything other than being a scumbag.
That's Jim Baker you're thinking of.
Okay. Well, Baker.
Well, no, there was Jimmy Swaggart, the televangelist guy caught with a prostitute in Louisiana.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Then he gave a big apology.
I've sinned against you, Lord,
on his show. Apologizing to his wife, his congregation, all kinds of stuff.
I got them all confused.
It's like, did you guys watch the?
There's so many of them. Jim Baker, Tammy Baker.
Did you guys watch the Righteous
Oral
Gemstones?
Roberts had problems.
What'd you say, Chris?
Did you guys watch the Righteous Gemstones on HBO? Because that's pretty much it's what is happening.
It's exactly this. It's a great show.
Oh, yeah. I need to watch it. I'm trying to catch up on my programs.
Highly recommend it.
Hey, Jimmy, I don't mean to derail what you're talking about.
One thing. I just wondered.
Oh, sure.
Could you picture, Jerry Falwell Jr., channeling Penny Youngman going, "Fuck my wife, please." I don't know if
you would like me to do this. I feel like
this would be Jerry Falwell Jr. telling the pool boy.
Oh. Why is it always a pool boy?
Please. And I'm using Norman Mailer's word that he used for the 4-letter F word.
What was his?
Fug and fuggin'.
Yeah.
Okay.
And which consequently led to the name of the band, the Fugs.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Thule Kupferberg, Ed Saunders, I forget the other cats, but
it's a little cultural tour with Jimmy McCartney.
I was not expecting someone to break out the Fugs lineup on us like
all
that.
Kinds of stuff there.
Jimmy, I hate to interrupt and derail what you're talking about, but as anyone has ever heard you, call in on the show over the years is well aware, you have the voice of an angel. And it just seems like an absolute waste to have you on the line and not get you to sing at least a few bars of something. It just seems crazy. So
let me I'm gonna stand up for this one.
Let it breathe a little bit if you can.
I got it, because it's kind of, I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit the notes, but
I've never heard you not be able to hit
something
the
from
notes.
the repertoire of Jay Black and the Americans.
Okay.
So all right, here we go. I'm putting the phone out.
Yeah, let it breathe.
Why must we say goodbye?
He fried out my line here, I think.
Oh my God, did we lose him?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my, Jimmy, I'm so sorry if you're still there. If you're out there, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. Somehow we lost you.
Sorry, the tech. It might be tech on my end. I don't know.
If you can, call back 347-474-0260. That's 374-474-0260. Do we have any calls on hold?
Not at the moment, no.
Let's get some calls in. 347-474-0260. And I feel like it's time to bring our guests on tonight. Jessie Paris Smith, making her triumphant return to the program. I believe arguably a record of some sort. Or just rare air. Her, Dave Windorf, a few other people have been on the show. What I wanted to say is, and I always interrupt my guest intros, but Bill Dolan, frequent caller, texted me, or I don't know how he got a hold of my number, but he texted me earlier. I don't know how he got a hold of my number.
It might have been me.
But he texted me a video, I don't know where it came from, of someone.
I know. I saw this one.
Do you know the video? It's a video of two people having sex on the stairs of the subway station at 34th and 7th.
Can we watch this?
No, we can't. No, it's graphic. And
that's the old New York. They're coming back.
I have to say, I didn't know when it was from, but I was kind of like, all right, this town is back. I know people. We were talking about this also right before we started tonight. The Jerry Seinfeld op-ed in the New York Times was sort of refuting that blog post where the guy's like, "Oh, New York is dead forever." And Jerry's like, "Shut up. No, it's not." And I was like, good. Thank you, Jerry. That's what I was going to say. He raised some good points. And basically he was like, if you want to leave, fine. We don't care. I really loved it.
Makes some space for everybody there.
And I don't mind if people are porking on the steps. I mean, that doesn't bother me.
They're using protection, have at it.
If people weren't,
or even if they're not, I don't care.
That's an instance where I say New York maybe is losing its edge, but
I know. I want to say, I don't want to get mugged or anything. But I remember probably 10 years ago now, on West 12th Street in the Village. I was walking on the street right by my apartment at the time, and I saw this guy sitting on the ground. There's a wheelchair, and next to him, he was sitting on the ground. So somehow he got out of his wheelchair, and then I was like, oh, there's some sort of like movement in his lap. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, oh, I think he's jerking off. And so I decided I should go and get, for whatever reason, consciously you think, I'm going to get out of here. There's a guy jerking off. But subconsciously you think, I better go in for a closer look. And determine whether this guy is.
Well, you got to verify.
For the story.
Yeah. Because I'm like, you can't later run into friends and be like, I think I may have seen a guy jerking off. You need to verify.
Gotta be.
So I went in, and sure enough, he was going for it. But I did have that similar feeling where I was like, this town, it's back. And that was 10 years ago. So, anyway, where was I? I don't know why I derailed the intro of our guests to tell not one, but two stories of public indecency. But that's my brand.
To be fair, that's 90% of your stories. Yeah.
That's 90% of time with me, basically, is inappropriate, basically. Anyway, what I wanted to say is coming to the show for a record, again, one of our favorites, Jessie Paris Smith, and tonight her brother Jackson Smith is also. So it's the entire sibling lineup. There is not another sibling in the lineup. Like it's not like another brother or sister that we don't have. We have the entire set. I feel like that's an accomplishment. But they're more than they're musicians, they're activists, and Jackson Smith, as you'll find out, highly quotable. Highly quotable.
That's a good preview. That says a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. All right, here they come now. I'm gonna hit the buttons.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello there.
Jackson.
This
How
is
are
my
ya?
brother. Now you're meeting.
This is incredible.
Hey, Jackson.
Look at Jackson. Look at your. How long did it take for you to choose how to show up? Like,
I'm
do I sit
live.
like this?
I'm
Should I
live
have
in
my
the
hair like
suburbs
this?
in my garage. I got my strong baddie of the free flag.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is that? It's
strong. You weren't a Homestar Runner fan
I
back
love
in the day?
Homestar Runner.
Oh no.
Strong
You
baddie of the free.
Dave.
No, a friend of mine told me about it, but that's as far as I got.
No. You have a big long library of fun to just delve into.
So
see.
story. Let me kick this off right here. I'm just going to take over the show for a second.
He's coming out right out of the gate. All right.
Story you might appreciate. So I live in the suburbs of Detroit, and when we first moved into our house, we were getting some work done, and we're pulling out of the driveway. We're going to go to Menards. I don't think they have Menards on the East Coast.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, the Menards. There's a song called "The Menards Girl."
It might not be the same thing.
No, there is.
It's not
Art Paul Schlosser has a song called something about being in love with the Menards girl, I believe.
Well, maybe that might end up being relevant to the story, actually. So we're backing out of the driveway, and there's a homeless gentleman under the tree in front of our house, and he's kind of camping out, but whatever. It's no big deal. He's not harming anything. So we go. We're gone for about 2 hours, and we come back to our new house, and we live across the street from a church, mind you. He's on the front lawn, pants around his ankles, fully just having a good time with himself at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was just like, well, welcome to the neighborhood.
And can I just tag on? His reaction to that was to buy like a full fleet of security cameras. And put them out. No, but I was like, why? Do you want to watch? Like, why do you want to have cameras for that? But the saving grace of Jackson's security cameras is that they have captured him and other people doing really embarrassing things.
I have many videos of me falling down outside of my garage.
Or just like your friends like driving over dumpsters and like backing up into things.
When Al's tire fell off in front of the house randomly. That was pretty funny.
Or when you met the new neighbors on like in a really snowy day and you were like, oh, nice.
Wait.
You just slipped upside down and went flying.
This is what I don't understand. When you have security cams, so then there's somewhere where you can go back and watch the footage at all times?
That's the whole point of it.
I can watch it right now.
Like a little basement with like a hired person who just sits there watching it. The whole point is to like rewind and check.
Yeah,
out.
but I would like to see the scenario you described, where some man in a security uniform is in your basement watching the
that
video.
would actually be nice.
Maybe I should get that outfit and just at night. That's what I do.
You do the night shift. You have to like put on your uniform.
At my own house.
Okay, honey. See you in the morning.
Oh boy.
Wait, so Jackson, you're in a suburb of Detroit right now.
I'm in Detroit right now.
But you're
in Detroit proper right now.
This is so. Jess, why are you guys not in the same location?
She just got. I'm forcing her to quarantine.
No, my house is in Detroit and his house is in Royal Oak.
What?
2 different neighborhoods.
I'm running a tight ship here. She was just traveling. I've been good. I've been careful, and she's been like moving around.
Free for all.
Yeah, it's just
But
crazy.
I'm also at my
Spreading COVID like butter.
That's not nice.
That's the young people. It's like a. There's a knock at the door.
No, that was me knocking on wood because my brother wished it.
We have a call on hold. Shall we take it?
Let's go to the calls.
Let's go to the call.
Kevin, you there?
I am.
We have Kevin from Chicago.
Hi.
Kevin.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Is this Home Alone, Kevin? From Chicago?
Yes. It is. Hey, are we, I think it was last week, but is everyone still down to talk about Ernest Borgnine?
Oh, yeah.
Comeback hit.
What's that?
That's last week on the program, we learned that Ernest Borgnine was briefly married to Ethel Merman, and the cause for the dissolution of their marriage apparently was that he gave her a Dutch oven.
Well, that's
32-day marriage, by the way. That's
32.
That's
we
what I
don't
mean.
know if the Dutch oven was on the 32nd day or what. These are details we may never know.
Well, farts are a funny thing because if you smelled it coming from the kitchen, you might wonder what's cooking. But then, if you know where it comes from, then a marriage ends.
Wait, you're saying if you smelled a fart coming from the kitchen,
But you don't know it's a fart. You don't know it's a fart. It's just all perception. You know what I'm saying? What's that lovely aroma coming? But then if you know it came from a butt, it just ruins the whole thing.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I'll take that.
I'm just saying Ethel Merman got bent ass shape.
Do you guys think this show is getting too highbrow?
No. Yes.
Now,
actually.
no, but Kevin, what is your Ernest Borgnine content?
Well, in 1977, Ernest Borgnine did this amazing show called Future Cop. Is anyone familiar with Future Cop?
Future Cop, no.
Sounds amazing, though.
I feel like I've heard of it.
It has everything I'm looking for in a program. Cops and Borgnine.
And more.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So he's totally Ernest Borgnine. He's the older cop who has kind of slacking during the day, going to the bar during the day, but then he gets a robot partner.
Oh, this is starting to sound familiar.
Unbelievable. It's on the YouTubes.
It's starting to sound familiar to me.
What is it called again?
Future Cop.
Future Cop.
Is it a comedy?
Well, there are some funny parts.
I don't. So you're okay. Just as long as they inject a little bit of.
How many?
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3.
And the robot partner gave Ethel Merman a hot Carl or something.
A hot Carl. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I did not. I could not have predicted a hot Carl entering the discourse. Would not
have highbrow anymore.
I'm looking up this program. Future Cop, Ernest Borgnine.
This show is reminding me of. Did you guys know what Baywatch Nights is? Have you heard of that?
Oh my God! Yes.
Oh, totally. Baywatch Nights. Yeah, so with Lou Rawls. Oh, you can watch Future Cop.
That's
you
like
can watch
your email.
Yeah, Lou Rawls.
Don't give away your email.
Lou, don't give away
That's
my
your private
personal email.
Floodgates are going to open.
Oh my God, I can't let anyone get a hold of my email address. What was I going to say? Oh, Lou Rawls plays a club. Baywatch Nights was flawed because David Hasselhoff is working all day as a lifeguard, and not only working as a lifeguard, he's overseeing a whole.
Yeah, that's like a 60-hour work week right there.
And then at night he has a whole other. When does the man sleep? He doesn't. And then Lou Rawls is like this cool club owner that he goes to like for information and stuff, right? Or am I? Made a better show in my mind?
Well, the first season was more like a procedural kind of cop drama thing. Then the second season, Hasselhoff apparently watched one episode of the X-Files and it's like, we need to do this, and it became a sci-fi show.
Ooh!
Now I want to go back and watch it.
It's great watch actually.
That's a sci-fi. I didn't know about the sci-fi element. I used to love watching any of the Baywatch or Baywatch Nights was a good show to take a nap in front of. Like it just sort of like a warm blanket of stupidity, not stupidity, of good stuff. Anyway, but Future Cop, I know. I feel like we got the plugs out of the way. It is available. You can apparently pay for as little as $1.99. You can pay to watch Future Cop.
I gotta watch this.
Is there a Dave Hill promo code?
There should be.
Ew, Jackson, when you laugh, your screen shakes like jolly.
Because my laptop is on my lap.
Oh. It's good.
What?
It's like interactive.
That I like that you're out in your garage. That's straight out of the Neils from Merrickville.
I can watch my neighborhood, make sure there's no riffraff around, you know. Get off my lawn.
And wait, you can see out and do you have the garage door open?
Yeah, I got the garage door open.
Can we see? Oh no, then you'll give away your net.
So basically, and you have a ring light. You're fully. So any
look at your interactive laughter.
Any sort of riffraff could just wander in.
Oh well, but I got a seat here. I got the riffraff chair, and they can join me.
Is that a gaming chair?
No, it's a lawn chair. It's a foldable lawn chair.
Oh.
No, this is like my little station here. I was watching The Day After Tomorrow earlier on TV.
What?
Oh my goodness,
God.
Jackson. So funny.
And I got some. Can I plug a Flex Seal for? I don't know. Something.
It would be weird if you didn't. What is Flex Seal?
You haven't seen the commercials when the guy does the boat?
It's when you don't know how to fix something.
I can't believe you've never seen the Flex Seal guy. He's legendary. He rides around in a rowboat on the water, and it's got a big hole in it, and he repairs it with Flex Seal, and he's like
does he make it out of boxes?
Remember?
I don't know this Flex Seal.
You have to Google it later.
I've never heard of Flex
It's an
Seal.
infomercial classic. You guys aren't done with your infomercial classics.
Well, and if I need a more precise application,
did you watch Pitchman with Anthony Sullivan and Billy Mays?
Is that a movie?
Show?
I remember Billy
Pitchman.
Mays.
It was a TV show of Anthony Sullivan and Billy Mays and all
Between
the
this
riffraff and fun
and
of
Future
infomercial.
Cop, I have
splendor.
a lot of catching up.
Yeah.
Sullivan, the Australian guy.
Anthony Sullivan. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys know? There's this.
You can get him on Cameo to call your friend.
Do you know this show, the Infomercial Factory Direct for furniture? I don't know if it's just local to where I am now, but there's this guy, and he's in this shitty warehouse with all this shitty furniture, like the kind of furniture you get like when you're just out of college and you're like, I'm gonna buy a couch for my apartment. This is what the guy sells. I'm not going to describe what it is in case anyone has that in their home. And I don't want to make anyone feel bad. And then the guy, his shirt isn't even tucked in. He's doing an infomercial. And I think that's part of his thing is that he's like, hey, I'm just a guy like you. I'm just a slob selling furniture. Come on down and buy it from me. Anyway, you have to see it. I hope to tell that story on the Moth. I'm not.
Like he's wearing a button-down shirt and it's untucked and on.
You're just too classy for
T-shirt?
infomercial TV days.
I would just say if I were going to do an infomercial, I would tuck my shirt in.
But you'd wear a beautiful little silk scarf or a hockey jersey.
I wouldn't wear a hockey jersey.
I know. I almost
hockey jerseys are for just me time.
Private time and Lucy time.
That's not. It's not. You don't go on camera in a hockey jersey unless you are playing in the NHL. And
I just watched Sudden Death the other day.
What is that?
Sudden Death? You've never seen Sudden Death?
I only watch reggae movies now.
Dave, write it down. Go watch it.
What is Sudden Death?
It is the most ridiculous movie I have ever seen in my life. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme is saving the Pittsburgh Penguins Stanley Cup Finals game from being blown up by terrorists.
Yes, this is a great movie.
You have to watch it tonight.
That was like peak Van Damme.
Yes.
Like Hard Target,
it's so ridiculous.
Time Cop.
It's the most ridiculous movie I've ever seen. And I want to tell you guys my story, but I don't want to give it away. So you're going to have to just watch it. You're just going to have to watch it, and you're going to thank me later.
I intend to.
Especially because you're a hockey man. I can't believe you haven't seen this legendary hockey film.
Well, this will shock you, but my interest in hockey stops at hockey. It doesn't like extend.
It also doesn't
movies.
go to other hockey teams. You stay local with your hockey love.
No. I will watch literally anyone playing hockey. I don't care.
There is hockey being played in this film, and I want to tell you an extra person who gets on the ice for a little bit. But I don't want to.
Wait, Dave Schneider, who is very knowledgeable about hockey, is in the chat saying it's Sudden Death is the greatest hockey movie ever.
See,
Dave,
I told you.
Better than Slapshot.
Better than Slapshot. Dave, if you want to call in at 347-474-0260 to defend these claims.
What means more to hockey than
me that they can't get in and they're calling. Is that just because it's overloaded with calls?
Yeah.
We can only take 2 at a time. And
are there any calls now?
There's just a line. Out
just
the
Kevin right now.
Okay. Well,
3
Kevin,
people have texted me that I can't get. They said I can't get through sad things.
We don't have the slickest. We don't have the slickest.
Where's Roz?
setup.
Oh, I mentioned Roz last time, and you didn't know who that was. Why do you have any cultural references anymore, Dave? Come on, you got to brush up.
I gotta. What, Kevin?
Yeah,
Kevin, are you there? Have you seen?
I am.
Have you seen the movie Sudden Death?
I've not.
Do you like how I
I've
just
seen
brought
the
it
one
up
with
as
the
if
2 Jean-Claude Van Damme's though?
you saw a movie with two Claude
2
Van?
Jean-Claude Van Damme's. It was twice the Van Damme. I think it was called Double Impact.
Oh, there's an evil one. I remember that.
Boy, in Time Cop, there's 2 Van Dammes.
There's 2. I didn't know it. Okay.
Everybody's trying to call. I'm getting all these texts from people trying to call.
Well,
It's
we
so
will.
funny.
Well, once we wrap this Van Damme, though now I'm distracted. Jill Fitterling says Mighty Ducks or Get the Fuck Out. I guess she's saying that's the best
Oh my
hockey
gosh,
movie.
why are you so aggressive?
She's
How can you say Mighty Ducks and Get the Fuck Out in the same
She said
sentence?
GTF.
It starts so genteel and then it
She
gets so
said
mean.
GTF. Though this is not to name drop, but I mentioned his name earlier, Danny Tamborelli. I know Danny as an adult. I am not familiar with his Nickelodeon child star past, which apparently is part of his life.
Great.
And he was in The Mighty Ducks, a movie which I have not seen.
What?
I've not seen The Mighty Ducks
Hey.
because I don't believe.
I don't think you're a real hockey fan if you haven't seen Sudden Death and Mighty Ducks.
I didn't see The Mighty Ducks
Fake.
because I didn't get around to it. And then what enraged me is when they became a real professional team, and I thought that may be the greatest lack of dignity in the history of life on Earth, for a bunch of grown men to name themselves after a team from a children's movie. And I don't. And plus, they use the color teal. I have so many problems.
There was also a Saturday morning cartoon, but it was like alien ducks playing hockey.
Yeah, fuck the Mighty Ducks. I do want to see it because now I want to see my friend Danny Tamborelli in that movie. But
And your friend Jean-Claude Van Damme.
and John Claude isn't Emilio Estevez?
Yeah, he's a star.
I've been trying to get in a hockey movie.
He's like, he's a star. He said it all nice.
No, I said he's the star.
Oh.
Though, Emilio Estevez is a star.
Briefly, Rob Zombie was gonna make a movie about the Philadelphia Flyers, about the Broad Street Bullies era of the Philadelphia Flyers, and I called my agent and I said, put my hat in the ring. I want to be in this movie so badly. And they're like, okay, we'll get on it. And then he decided he wasn't going to do it. Anyway, it's all by way of saying if you're looking to see me in the Broad Street Bullies movie that has not been made, I'm not in it.
I think Sudden Death 2 is where you're headed.
I'm ready. I mean, if you blur, you have to give me like the Streisand lens, I think, to make me believable. I'm getting on in my years. My best playing years are behind me, is what I'm saying.
So maybe you save the Mighty Ducks from a terrorist attack.
Yeah. It's
Kids, we
crossover film.
gotta get these kids out of the rink, but not until they win the game.
7
we gotta-
people have texted me that they can't get through. I just want you to know.
All right.
Let's go
Well,
for a record.
Just so you know that people are calling it.
no,
So
I
you
know.
feel special
One day we'll
loved.
be able to take more than one call, and that's that. Well, all by way of saying, support us if you can. Go to MaximumFun.org Slash
that's
join
how you
and
do it.
support
We
the
would be
show.
able to take your call, but we don't have
Yeah,
any money.
well,
So
it's not
please
lying. We
join.
need financial assistance to
Virtual tip jar with the
These
puppy.
apps are expensive, you know.
yeah, and virtual tip
Sorry,
jar.
Chris.
I can't. And well, the virtual tip jar tonight is for No Kid Hungry. Venmo at the Dave Hill, PayPal Dave at DaveHillOnline.com, and all money goes to No Kid Hungry. Thank you to Mike Johnson for a very generous donation. So there.
Jackson, Mr. Patrick is trying to call in to give an update on the 6-inch fence that we discussed in
Okay,
the previous
Kevin,
episode.
I don't mean to bump you, but we have a call on hold about a 6-inch fence.
Well, I don't know if he's on hold, but he said he tried calling.
Fair enough.
But do you remember when he called in last time?
Wait.
Bye.
Wait, no, we have to give him thank you, Kevin, so much.
Oh, he left.
Oh, jeez.
But Dave, do you remember last time when Mr. Patrick called in and said him and Jackson were going to build a 6-inch fence?
I do recall this. Is this
Mr. Patrick here?
Mr. Patrick, how are you, sir?
Wait,
Jackson and Mr. Patrick built a 6-inch fence.
Wait, Mr. Patrick, you have to turn down the show in the background. This is
I'm turning down the radio, in the background.
This is classic calling into a radio show one-on-one. This goes
He
back
was straight
to like
live.
the 70s.
That was not all his fault. He didn't get screened or anything.
I'm enraged. Still enraged.
All right. I
Patrick-
can't look at the thing and talk to you. This is hilarious. All right,
Patrick-
Frederick.
Patrick, where are you calling from?
Mr.
Jackson,
Patrick.
Michigan.
Mr. Patrick. Wait, so Patrick is your last name? Did he hang up?
That's my last name.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm here.
Mr. Patrick,
Can you hear
what's
me?
going on?
Yeah.
Are you in the garage with Jackson Smith?
Yeah, I thought I heard something going on. Sorry.
Is Mr. Patrick? No, but Jackson and Mr. Patrick built a 6-inch fence in Jackson, Michigan.
It's true.
It was
Yeah.
there's a you did it in
Put in
Jackson.
our little fence. We did an art installation piece.
I want to show you a picture while you're
Bringing a meme to life. That was the mission.
Okay, I'll bite. Why?
Why not?
No, but I mean, what's the origin story for the listeners who are just as confused as I am?
A couple of origin stories. One, the whole history of conceptual art in the 1980s. What a complete con job that was. And
you better take that
I sublet an apartment in the 80s from a very famous conceptual artist who was a con artist, and he gotten so bad when he would get $250,000 to do a project. Most of it would go up his nose in cocaine, and for some reason, on the way to the museum, the truck would always catch on fire and everything was destroyed. So his career was quickly coming to an end. We're subletting from him. The guy's a little crazy, and Cleveland Museum did a really great thing. He said, "I want you guys to do my thing," and they went, "You know what? We thought about it. We conceived of it. Therefore, we're putting you down that you had an exhibit here."
Wait,
that was the end. But
who is the artist? I feel like this has to be public.
Dennis
record.
Oppenheim. Dennis
Who?
Oppenheim was his name.
Dennis
Dennis
Oppenheim.
Oppenheim.
I thought the 6-inch fence was to end a land ownership battle.
Oh, that's what it was. We had sublet from him and this guy. So anyway, I come to Michigan. There's a house next door that I bought as an apartment place, and they were surveying, and they found out that sometime in the past, the surveyor's line had been moved, and there was a dispute over where the property line was, and it kind of became a joke. We resolved it. The guy was pissed off, and he shortly died. And he said, "Okay, as long as his wife lives there, we're not going to argue about it." She's 94 years old. She just moved out about 2 weeks ago. So she's it's been years and years and years.
Wait, where did she move at that age?
The son's going, this is our line here. We're going to sell it. It's like, no. It's just we're not going to worry about it. I'm going to buy the house. Just stop. But anyway, it's been this, where is the line? Where does the line begin? So the concept, the guy's saying to us, hey, we've always been mowing this extra 2 feet of property, so it must be our property. It's like, no, it's surveyed land. You don't just get to take it because you mow it.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. So that's what led to that. Project I'm having, there's going to be a building and a gift shop and so on and so on, and there's going to be a place where the line starts. We thought this is perfect for it. We need a conceptual art piece in the garden where the line starts. So where the garden, right here.
Is the fence
That's
still
the property
there
line.
now?
It's just fresh. It's brand
What's
new
that?
and fresh. It just got built.
The fence is still there?
Brand new and fresh.
Yeah, hello. No, the fence, we just put it up about a month ago, 6 weeks ago.
Wow.
Jackson, did you have a good time? I like the action shots.
We did it in an afternoon. It went really great. It was so much fun.
It was a great
Beautiful.
time.
It's perfect.
Wait, I have a question. It took you all afternoon to put up a 6-inch fence?
Well, half of it was drive time. He lives quite far from me.
Oh, okay.
Dave, why are you being so judgmental? What's wrong with you?
This is what
how long would it take you to put up a 6-inch fence?
I'm asking follow-up questions as a journalist. I'm asking the questions.
But you had the furrowed brow and the attitude.
Well, you wanted the backstory.
I just can't accept every detail that comes down.
You had to dispute the concept of where the line, where you draw the line, your space, my space.
Des has checked out fully. I think he's calling.
I'm here.
out.
I'm making sure the line stays on. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So good.
He's doing
I'm walking around my house trying to go to a good place where there's good cell connection.
Oh no, this seems great.
Good.
Well,
this place
Mr.
here's an old schoolhouse.
What else you got?
What's that?
I said, what else you got?
Who, me?
Yes, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah, Jesse and I are doing a book.
We are.
What is with all the plugs tonight?
I'm writing forward to his beautiful book.
We got a plug.
Oh, what is the book?
Jesse and I have a book. Jesse asked me to do a book of the flowers. I take pictures of flowers out of my garden.
He's a masterful gardener, and he takes
Find him on
beautiful
Facebook
photos
on
of his
LinkedIn.
flowers.
Yeah,
We're doing
it's
a
a
book
rather
with his
extensive
flowers.
garden here. Covers a whole city block.
What do you got in your garden?
Everything.
Oh.
What kind of answer is that?
Right now, it's
a non-answer. Everything.
It's all the way covered. Yeah, it's amazing.
Everything.
We have 416 different species. Wow. Different flower blossoms every day from the 1st of April till about the end of September.
Do you have geraniums?
No.
Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought.
You're like, bye. See you.
Okay,
No.
next call.
No.
Next call. No
I
geraniums.
had one. It lasted 2 years. It was up, but it
No
didn't
geraniums?
make it.
Next
It's a drought. We're in drought time over here.
Where
You're in Ohio, right?
I'm in Ohio right now, presently. Where are you, Mr.
Yeah. Are you
Patrick?
guys in drought also? I'm in Jackson, Michigan. Right north of the Ohio-Indiana line.
Ooh. Oh, is that near Toledo?
No. Toledo's like 90 miles.
Okay.
Toledo's like in between.
Yeah, it's near Ann Arbor. It's near Ann Arbor.
I don't really know the geography around here very
I love Toledo. Bless you. Bless you.
90 miles west of Detroit.
Here comes one more.
Oh God.
Do you need to take a 10-minute,
Old road.
15-minute break?
Nasal swab.
Oh my God. I just blacked out. I just blacked out.
Really tight.
What, babe?
Um,
Jackson, Karen is trying to call, and she says,
You're
Dave,
going
check
to do the
comments.
moth. You're going to do the moth.
me? I hope
Do the moth.
Jackson.
Jackson's gonna do the moth.
No, I'm telling Jackson that Karen's trying
Who
to
kept
call.
saying the moth?
Thank you, Jane Summerfield, for blessing me. Well, Mr. Patrick, Karen's trying to call. Jesse says.
All right.
I believe that's Karen.
Talk to you guys later.
We love you. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick.
Bye.
I didn't mean to scare him off like that.
No,
It was
he's very
scary.
kind.
Do you think that was aggressive when I shut
It
him?
was me. It was me. I
You
was
know,
the aggressive one.
Basically, he's like, I have 416 species, and basically,
On him.
I just named one species. Boom, he was done.
You got lucky. You're
I
not a
contained him with
botanist.
the 6-inch fence of the mind.
Got another call. Might be one
Okay,
of your
let's
friends.
take another call.
Caller, you there?
Hello?
Oh, maybe not.
Hello?
Who's calling? Who's that?
Hello?
Who's that?
I was calling to say hi to Dave Hill. You were on my show, on the Artie Neat show.
Wait,
It's
I was
Artie
You
Mead.
hear me?
It's Artie Mead.
Artie Mead?
Artie Mead. Remember, you were a guest on his show. He's a puppet man, a marionette puppet man with a talk show.
Oh yeah. At the
At
gutter.
the bowling alley place. The
At the gutter.
The gutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Artie Mead. Hello?
Yeah, that's me.
Is there a delay?
There is a very long delay. It'll be funny by the time it gets there.
Oh man, what's going on, Artie? Where are you calling from, Artie?
I am calling from Brooklyn, New York. I am the last person who isn't in the Hamptons.
In all of a lot of people are in the Hamptons, aren't they?
Stuck, trapped
in the Hamptons.
Never return.
I love seeing all your faces.
Oh, thank you, Artie.
Yeah.
The Artie's delay is almost as long as Aaron from.
This is what he looks like.
Yeah,
This is
no.
Artie neat.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I don't like to brag how long my delay is. I have a very long delay.
Mm-hmm.
If it was short, I was in the pool. It happens to everybody, Dave.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
But how thick is your delay?
Oh, Jackson, this is a classy show.
Is that one of the highly
I'm just
quotable
gonna
moments?
cover
Dave?
myself with Mark the Bird Vintage.
Wait,
When I
you
feel
have a Mark
uncomfortable.
Fidrich? Wait, you can't just break out a Mark Fidrich.
When I
post
get
without
uncomfortable,
warning.
I'm gonna put Mark the Bird Vintage in front of myself so that I don't have to
Mark
take credit for
Fidrich,
this.
great Detroit Tigers pitcher.
Yes.
One of the greats.
That's actual size too.
Where's Artie Need?
We lost Artie.
Did we lose him?
No, I'm here.
Oh, still.
Can't get rid of
I
him.
can't tell if I'm ahead of you or behind you.
It's unclear to me as well. Oh, Sean Finnegan.
Sean Finnegan.
Sean Finnegan.
Taking me back to my old ham radio days. Ham radio.
Oh boy.
The Colgate Hour.
Oh, this is deeply disturbing. Des, is anything going on?
Guys,
with
are you
the line?
screening these calls?
We're going right live with him. but,
Haven't you seen Frasier? Remember Roz? Remember how good she was?
We need a Roz.
She was great.
No, Artie, do you have any guests with you that we can say hi to? Because you're a talk show host. Do you have any guests over there?
No, we seem to have lost them.
Oh,
We
man.
oh, great.
We have another caller though.
Okay, let's. Hello.
Caller, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello. Who's calling?
Hi, this is Carrie from Brooklyn.
Oh,
Calling.
Carrie from Brooklyn. How's it going?
Carrie Dazzle, aka. I guess
What's that?
AKA Carrie from Dazzle. It's cool. How are you guys?
Really great. You're on with Jesse, Jackson, Des, Chris, and me, Dave from before.
Whole gang.
You know that.
I love that you're Dave from
So
before.
great.
What's that?
I'm in the middle of the woods, and so I couldn't really pick up the show, so I'm going in blind right now. I just called the number. I don't know.
So that was
Yeah, yeah.
that was really helpful that I said everyone that was on then.
It was. It was like that informed me of exactly what I should talk about.
Oh
This
my
is Bill
god.
Cozy. This is the
Which is
legendary
mainly
Bill Cozy.
goat content because right now I am in the woods. I don't know if you can see. Listen, I'm going to put the phone up. Listen.
There's wood sounds.
Nothing.
Did you hear the cicadas?
Nope.
No.
No.
Throws
So
down on
with
every-
No.
cicadas, it's like every 17 years, but like they're also every year because every 17 years there's someone.
There's
It's
a
like
new
everyone
batch.
graduates every year. So like it's not just every 17 years. It's like every year.
I know. I feel like I
Then
hear
17 years
cicadas
for some
every.
cicada, right?
Yeah, I feel like I hear cicadas every summer. Is this?
Yeah.
Do you? What about you, Jackson? You feel you?
I can hear them outside right
We
now.
can hear him too.
Yeah, they're every summer, right? Where?
Yeah.
Where in the
There's
wood?
heaviness.
Where in the woods are you, Carrie? You're not in Brooklyn?
I'm not in Brooklyn right now. It's the first time out since the pandemic, and I am like so happy. I can't tell you. It's like I can see stars, and it's,
Where are you?
really refreshing. I'm at the Fairview Lake YMCA camp. In
Now you're just making shit up.
Fairview Lake, New Jersey.
Where at Fairview Lake YMCA camp? Where is that? Why are you making me work so hard? Just tell us where you are. Where?
It's called Fairview Lake. It's near some town called.
She's up in Sussex
Newton,
County.
Like Big Newton.
She's way out there.
But where? Like what fucking state? Why is this so hard?
Call. Trace the call.
She's here in New Jersey.
I'm here with you, Des. I'm an hour and a half outside of New York, but it feels like miles away. Like 50 miles.
It's whole world away.
All right.
But there are stars and there.
Choppy signal.
And goats. And I was going to give you like major goat content, but I'm still a little bit citified, like I'm afraid to walk down the hill by myself, and go to the goats. And plus, they're probably sleeping.
Goats go to this.
So loud.
This is way past goats' bedtime. Goats aren't up now.
I mean, is goat content even legal?
Goat not after dark.
Goat. I mean, I'm a big fan of goat content.
Dave loves goat content. So
I do. They're my favorite farm animal without question. And
oh my gosh, there's one here called Coconut. It's so cute.
Goat naming is one of the best things that happens.
Yeah, it really is. So,
Jackson,
I would
you
name
told
one
me
like,
you were just helping that goat
never.
over the fence.
That makes no sense. We just can't have random stuff that makes no sense. This is a highly produced show.
No.
I met a goat named I met a goat named Andy recently, and I was so thrilled that he had the basic man's name.
Andy was also a girl's name. Like one of my best friends, A-N-D-I. Like,
Andy with an
what if
I.
it was A-N-D-I?
That would have been fine, but this was a man goat, a boy goat.
With the beard and all that stuff.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I'm at this like YMCA camp where, like you have the mess hall and like there's the food but they're being really safe. They have a whole thing where they're like, normally we do this, but COVID, and then everyone's like, normally we do this, but, and then the whole crowd goes COVID.
Sounds like a fun camp.
like,
So far, it's not fun.
I mean, having a meth hall, what could go wrong?
Wait, so you're at the camp attending it?
Yeah, I'm sitting right now outside around the fire, and there's like their little cabins. So what they've done is all these camps that are like normally summer camps with kids, they can't do that, and so they rent them to families. So I just have my little family and two friends we're like in a pod with, and we're in their 10 little bunk beds in this old school camp in this beautiful lake, and you just have your like 3 square meals a day, and you can get vegetarian or vegan also, and today we rode horses, and you got activities, and
not so bad.
Yeah, it's fun.
Sounds like a taste of paradise.
Wow.
Oh my God, she was murdered.
First time
She was murdered.
Kids haven't asked them for a device and like had a meltdown trying to get a computer in their hand.
Well, Carrie, this sounds excellent. You're cutting in and out a little bit, but
it is what, but I'm glad we got through.
Yep.
Well, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your time out there. And don't get murdered.
Bye.
We lost. Oh, great. Now
I don't think.
Can I, guys?
She's not going to make it.
Guys.
What?
I want to introduce you to legendary Bill Cozy, who Jackson knows very well.
Hi, Bill. How are you?
Hi, guys. It's my pleasure.
The legendary Bill Cozy.
Oh, don't believe the hype.
Amongst many other things, he's done the front of house sound for Cheap Trick for how many years?
700.
700.
For 700 years.
Oh, wow.
He owns this beautiful house, is my dear roommate and my other brother, other than Jackson, and he is legendary.
And I'm glad to be here, and I'm learning about goats. So it's all good.
Keep up the good work. Thank you.
And Jackson and Bill haven't had man brunch for a while. When was your last
That's
man
true.
It could be soon, Jack.
It was in New York.
Oh, it was. We had one.
Guys,
recently.
this is bad for ratings. I'll just come out and say it. Making your brunch plans on the fucking show is bad for ratings.
Because you're so good at knowing what's good for ratings. Excuse me.
Oh, you are a nightmare. I've had it.
Well,
I'm just
what
kidding.
what if we're having goat for brunch? Would that make it better?
Oh,
see, on topic. On topic. Oh boy.
Do you want to plug Speedball?
No.
The meanies?
Sure.
Let's
get back to goats. We were getting things done with goats.
Okay, I'm going to give you a timeout if this keeps up.
I'm sorry.
Do you have a call on hold if you want
We
to
do
give
have a call on hold.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's take the call.
Caller, you there?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Emily James.
Emily James.
Emily James, how are you?
This is Emily James. Yeah, it's a really weird delay.
Is the radio on?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Emily James Lifestyle on
I
Instagram.
love you.
How's it going, Emily James?
She has to turn down her radio. Classic 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to turn it down.
I just hear.
Well, okay, I hear you now.
What's going on, Emily James?
Well, I was just wondering if you're all in Detroit, and I was wondering if you saw about the funeral home where the 20-year-old girl was dead, and then she woke up in the funeral home.
No.
I did see that. Yep.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait. What happened?
She was
She was
pronounced
dead twice in the hospital,
Oh no.
and then woke up in the funeral home alive.
That's why I want to be cremated.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. What did they embalm her and stuff?
No,
I don't know how far. I mean, I guess it didn't get that far.
no, I didn't get that
They're
far.
probably getting ready.
Well, how did they woke she? So
She
how,
woke up.
She woke up. They got her to the funeral home,
and she was breathing.
And then did
Right.
she like, hey guys, there's been a mistake?
Where is she now?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you
Where do you
call
go from
someone
there?
for a ride then?
Get an
You gotta
Uber.
You got to come get me. I'm at the funeral. Remember how we were going to have the wake tomorrow? Well, guess again. You're taking me to dinner.
Who has to pronounce you alive?
That is a great question.
That
Who
is
does
a great
pronounce you
question.
alive? Yourself?
Oh, I don't like. Does a coroner do that? I don't think a coroner pronounces people living.
Once that paperwork is signed by the state, yeah, that's it.
Well, do you,
You
not have
don't-
to pay
Is there
tax?
an opposite of a coroner?
You don't get the deposit back
Life
either.
in her?
The Leifinger.
She was declared dead twice. So this already
Yeah, Chris,
happened once.
get the story. Break it down for us. Get Googling.
I am.
Okay, I'll get Googling. Hold on.
No. Chris has a computer. You don't have to do it. You're the caller.
Hold that thought.
I just
This
want
is
to say
great.
that Emily has an incredible show called Good Vibes that is so flipping hilarious. And I was so lucky to be the producer of one so that they could get MNN Manhattan Neighborhood Network.
What did you just say?
They live in Brooklyn and I live in Manhattan and they wanted to do something on the Manhattan Neighborhood Network, MNN. And so she had wrote down that I was the producer of Good Vibes for a minute. But you have to watch Good Vibes.
Oh, I
Did
thought
get
you
that?
said you got Eminem on her show.
Forget that part. That's just
That's what I thought you said too, and I couldn't remember. And then I was worried because I couldn't remember I had Eminem on my show.
You had Eminem on your show?
No. But watch Good Vibes.
No,
It's so
I
funny.
didn't.
Do you guys know Eminem though? He lives in Detroit or is from Detroit. You must know Eminem.
No, no. I know people that know him, but I've never met him.
Does he still live in the area, or is he probably lives in Los Angeles where the stars?
He was.
He's not from here. He's from Romulus.
No, that's Kid Rock.
Oh, it's Kid Rock. Oh my God, excuse me. I realized that while I was saying that, and then I thought about 8 Mile. Just erase that part.
Eminem lived in Warren, I think, officially on the Detroit border, if I recall.
Man, oh man. Wait, okay.
Just so you know,
I'm reading the details on this. The woman found
She's only,
alive.
only 20 years old.
Cardiac
Can you
arrest.
imagine? Like, what would you do? You would just wake up and think, "Where am I? I blacked out somewhere." Right?
Yeah.
It's really traumatizing.
And then
it's
you
really
see,
upsetting.
Like, do you see the pictures of you, like, surrounded by the flowers?
I would tell the people at the funeral home, we're going to play the best prank on my family ever. So just.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes. You guys, let's just ride this out. Let's just ride this out. Give me one day.
And then get them to fill the coffin with spaghetti.
Ew.
Yeah, like guts. I think if I were pronounced dead now, like today, and I came back to life, I would be like, oh shit. I would be bummed out.
That was my out.
I would be like, I could have gotten out of this bullshit. Oh my gosh.
But you get a second chance, you know? What are you going to do with that second chance?
You can't do anything now.
I
You
feel
gotta
like
wait.
What would you guys
video
do? What would you guys do with
of
your
a
second
guy-
chance in quarantine?
I would make a rap record. No, I don't.
You didn't start it today.
No, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably get some chips and salsas.
Get some Netflix.
I'd go to the dip destination.
What's
at
that?
At the grocery store near where I'm staying.
The dip destination.
You go into the grocery store and there's a big sign that says dip destination. And that's
Why?
It's an open refrigerator. And it has all the salsas and
What's
hummus.
your favorite dip? Do you have a
I
favorite?
just go the hot salsa, fresh salsa. But every time I get these are very stressful times. And sometimes I get a little down. I'm not going to lie. I know people think, well, Dave, he's fun in the sun all the time, isn't he? But, I'm not. Sometimes I get a little down. But when I walk in that grocery store and I see the dip destination case, I'm on top of the world every single time. Even on days when I don't need any dips.
Do you still get one, or you just like nod to it and smile?
No, I usually get some because I'm here. I might as well get some dips. But I like that someone's like, okay, we're going to put the cooler of salsas and hummus. What should we call it? Dip destination. Get a sign made. I like that they did that.
But why does it need its own, does anything else in the grocery store have
No,
that kind of
that's
designation?
the
It's
thing.
just the dips?
Nothing else has its
So the
own...
people who own that grocery store just love dip so much?
Yeah, they weren't
that
like
it?
cheese town. They didn't do
Cheese
that.
town. Cheese corner?
I
Cheese
made
corner?
I made
Cheese
2
corner.
pounds of refried beans tonight, and it's in my refrigerator. 2
2
pounds.
pounds? What do you
of
think? You're
homemade
going to live
refried
forever?
beans.
Can't go wrong
Two-
there.
Why'd you make 2 pounds of refried beans?
Because I'm going camping tomorrow with all these
What's with
people
all the
that are
fucking camping?
staying far away, but I made beans so they could have tacos.
You said
She's going camping by herself. And she's going to sit alone in a tent and eat beans.
That's a recipe for
boy.
That sounds like the beginning of this radio
Yeah, I know,
show.
full
Right?
circle.
Full
Ernest Borgnine Dutch oven. Wait, so you're gonna go camping with a bunch of people?
Like a few people that all have different tents, and we're gonna all go hiking. And
I wasn't judging your behavior during the middle of a pandemic. I was just questioning why 2 pounds of refried beans. I'm assuming you're going to be safe about it. I mean,
but
after
I'm
all,
hoping that people like refried beans. There's a lot of refried beans.
I'll go ahead and let you know that no one likes them, but
What
you
do
should
you
bring them
mean?
anyway. I think no. I like refried beans. Refried beans are a great bean to have when no other beans are available, I think. No, I'm sorry. I'm being a real bitch. I'm being a fucking bitch. And I need to stop right now. I don't know why I lashed out at you like that.
Emily is the sweetest.
I think you don't like them. That's okay.
I like them.
Dave,
You're
what kind
having
of
an
beans do
honest
you
reaction to refried beans, and it's okay to be true to yourself.
Oh, she's
I
so
like.
nice.
I do like refried beans, but I don't like go. When
Dave,
I see
what's
them.
your bean of choice?
I'll tell you what. I just like a black bean. I like a black bean with some hot sauce.
Chris, what kind of beans do you like?
I'm a black bean guy myself.
Des?
Black as well.
What's
Jackson?
up, Jackson?
Okay,
What's
I
your
better
bean?
make some black beans then. I'm gonna make black beans.
I like green beans, man.
Well, okay.
Green beans for a taco?
No, you know, see, I did not take liberties. I realized you
I
were
thought
talking
we were
about
saying any bean.
legumes.
Yeah, that's
We're
a
not-
legume. I like kidney beans. Are my favorite.
I know. I feel bad. I feel bad that we took so long that we didn't even ask you, Jesse, what your favorite beans were. After you
It's
were so
alright.
generous asking
It's
everyone
okay.
else
Thank you.
about their favorite beans.
I just offered it in case anyone cared, but no one asked.
I do.
You're
like
saving the best for last.
It's
That's
good to
true.
know because if I'm like, Jesse's coming over, I should make some beans. What kind of beans does she like? Kidney beans.
Aw, I'd love to have beans in your beautiful
And
apartment.
Jackson's with her. Go get some green beans, even though that's not a legume. We'll go ahead and do it anyway.
Look
But
at
it'll
his
be good though.
interactive laughter.
We'll do it anyway. We'll do it anyway.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
What else would you make?
Green bean tacos.
Just beans? Would we just sit
No.
in your apartment and have beans?
No. If we're gonna have kidney beans and green beans, I would say we should probably have a protein of some sort to really round out the
I
meal.
think you should have cornbread.
Okay, I'm into that. How do you
Yeah.
make cornbread? No one knows.
It's like a mix you buy at the store.
You buy a mix, but then I like the cornbread when there's bits of actual corn
That's
in
good.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get excited. Get so excited. Wait, so you're just
I
gonna
don't
bring?
like that.
You're just gonna show up in the woods with 2 pounds of refried beans?
Nothing else.
Hi, I'm Emily
Talk about
James.
this?
Yeah, no
Let's-
tent, no like sweater or
Bad
spray.
decision.
Hi, I'm Emily James. I realize a lot of you have come to the woods today not expecting refried beans. Well, I've got a story for you.
Just bring the beans and then just leave.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah, no.
not 2 pounds?
And fuck all of you. Fuck all of you.
Yeah, Matt Arnold raised a good point in the chat. They're going to attract bears, the beans.
Oh.
Why?
I think she knows this. I think this is her plan.
Bears love beans.
Leave the beans, and then the bears will attack.
Wait, why do refried beans attract bears?
Yeah, why? What does that
Everyone knows that.
Well, the thing is,
No, they don't.
no. You're confused. Black beans do not. Kidney beans do not. Green beans certainly do not. But refried beans, it's the refrying that gets them.
What kind of bears are we talking?
Kodiak bears, black bears, brown bears, grizzly bears, and polar bears, and a lot of other bears that are out there today.
You said bears.
Oh,
Bears.
no.
It's getting late. We only have a couple minutes left. I'm taking
You're just
liberties
trying
with
to
my
like hurry up,
pronunciation of
take
bears.
out any consonants
Bears.
you can to make it faster. Jackson, are you rolling a booger in your hand? What is it? You
I've
doing this?
covered. I have drywall dust all over me. So I have to like take a shower after.
Wait,
that.
we didn't know you had tats. We
Yeah.
only have,
He's got show them your
Lots
Clint Eastwood
of,
tattoo.
lots of no, not in the garage.
show us your tats.
Not in the garage. What do you
Show
mean?
us your tats.
Why is the garage
Well,
not
they're
the
covered.
place to show
They're
tattoos?
covered in like drywall dust.
What are they of? Just tell us.
But Jackson, why would you say
Cheesy
not in the
pinups.
garage?
What is it?
Like cheesy pinup girl stuff. I got them when I was younger.
And Clint Eastwood.
And Clint Eastwood. The Clint Eastwood ones.
Oh wow.
But I said, show them your Clint Eastwood tattoo, and you said, not in the garage.
Well,
Why not in the garage?
No. I've had this for years. It's kind of faded, but I don't know. The good, the bad, the ugly. I can't.
Oh man.
I can't.
wow.
I named 3 of my chickens after the good.
You
bad,
really,
and ugly.
you really
You
thought,
did?
really
What'd you
thought
name
that
them?
one through.
Tuco, Angel Eyes, and Blondie.
Aw.
I thought you were going to say the good, the bad. And
That was too mean to do to one of them.
I know that would have been a little on the nose, but I would have liked that better.
You're like, I just told you.
Which do you think shows a bigger fandom of Clint Eastwood? Getting the Clint Eastwood tattoo from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, or actually going out and buying chickens and naming them after characters from the movie The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly? Which
This is a really hard
Who
thing.
is the
It
true
might
fan?
be apples and oranges, because Jackson is never without him. Ever.
It's not
Ever.
necessarily a Clint Eastwood thing, too, having the 3 chickens. So I might
Well, neither
say,
is Jackson.
But I'm actually going to defend the chickens though, because the chickens take commitment every day. I don't have to do anything. This is
No,
just,
I didn't say
True.
you were better. I said it's apples and oranges.
yeah, it might be. Call it a draw.
Because I was in the middle of explaining why, but you can't get a thought in edgewise on this
the
program.
good, the bad, the refried.
What was your thought?
The Good, the Bad, and the Oh, I like that.
That's going to be Emily's movie.
No, that's what we're going to call the dinner party. The dinner party that I'm having. The Good, the Bad, and the refried.
And her camping trip.
And the camping trip. Where's the camping trip to again?
It's upstate New York.
Where?
Oh, she's afraid you're gonna go find it.
Okay, you don't have to give the
campsite.
It's at a campsite. I'm not going to show up and murder you. I'm not going to show up and
tents and.
I'm not going to show up and ask
eating a
for
regular-
refried beans.
You guys, I can't bring these beans, can I?
You can, but I think you just have to be prepared for the inevitability that they will go uneaten. No, just kidding.
What
I
is
think
your problem with beans?
I think
What
everyone-
happened? What happened with beans?
everyone's
Just tell
gonna
us what
know.
happened.
People
What's
are
the
going to be
story?
psyched. People will be
Dave has
psyched.
a story, a
No,
private
people-
story
I
that
think
attached to the
people-
beans that he doesn't want to share.
People will be absolutely thrilled. With the
That's
beans.
really
Maybe
nice
I
of
could
you.
use them and make a 7-layer bean dip instead.
I'm not going to tell you how to. Don't feel that's the safe move. I'm not Dr. Fauci, but I would say a dip is not the way to go during a pandemic. We guys, we need to say goodnight. We're over our time.
Oh, okay.
We need.
We got to clear the studio.
We got to clear the studio. We have to clear.
My call. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Emily.
Thank you, Bill. Bill, on behalf
sorry.
of
Wait, say it again.
Matt Arnold in
What?
Arnold in the chat wanted to thank you for doing such a great job mixing Cheap Trick, one of the greatest bands of all time.
Oh, my pleasure. It's not a bad gig. Jackson will tell you.
Wait, Jackson, you mix Cheap Trick as well?
No, yes.
All right. Okay, well, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Jackson Smith. Thank you, Jesse Paris Smith.
Thank you.
And Bill, keep up
My
the good
pleasure.
work. Give our best to Rick Nielsen.
I will.
And thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. And Emily James, I do think everyone will like the refried beans, and I regret giving you a hard time about them. I'm very sorry.
You missed a lot. You can watch it later.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Des.
Got
Thank
Thank-
you.
Oh, Jackson left.
I know, isn't that rude? He just
Oh my.
closed his camera.
Oh, why don't I
You
just
can say
be?
goodbye.
Why don't I just be dead?
We didn't leave you though.
I know.
We're
All right. Thanks, you guys. Let's hit.
Thank you, Dave.
Until next time. Oh, and I have
Thank
to
you,
thank.
Des.
Where'd
Thank
my?
you, Chris.
I forgot to thank.
Thank you, Jesse.
We need to thank one more person before we go. We want to thank Sean Finnegan for his generous donation to No Kid Hungry. So there.
Thank you, Sean Finnegan.
All right. We'll be back next week.